As a basketball fan, I know myself that it is hard to keep up with multiple teams during our daily activities, and that's where I come in. For this video, we'll look into one of our favorite teams, Golden State Warriors, and see what they are up to at this point in time. And of course, for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, ALKM, The World of Sports. And if you did, let's start with an injury report containing Warriors entering training camp fully healthy or not. For the first time in a long time, the Golden State Warriors will enter training camp with a fully healthy roster. Although the core of the team was intact for last year's playoff run, Golden State began the year without Klay Thompson, lost Damon Green for an extended period of time, and had to do without Steph Curry in the final stretch before the playoffs. Now that all of those players, including young center James Wiseman, are healthy again, the Warriors are excited to see what this year will bring. Steve Kerr had of course explained the situation. We're expecting everybody to be ready to go, but we will take precautionary measures for anybody, especially our veteran guys. If there's anything, especially early in camp, we want to make sure we ramp them up at the right pace. While the Warriors will understandably still be mindful of the health of their players, the opportunity to go into camp with a fully loaded squad is something they haven't had in years. After starting the season well last year despite the absence of Klay Thompson, expect the Warriors to be even better this season with a healthy squad from the start. Should Golden State stay relatively healthy throughout the season, they'll have a good chance to defend their title. That's the goal from bottom to top, and the team will start working towards that as a group very soon. The Golden State Warriors didn't have much wiggle room when it came to spending this summer. The team, which just set an NBA record for total spending, lost a bidding war in free agency for a world-class defender, Gary Payton II, and didn't want to get any deeper into luxury tax territory. But just because the Warriors' team-building resources were limited doesn't mean their stars didn't try to recruit available players in the Bay this offseason. Well, at least Stephen Curry and Draymond Green made those attempts. Klay Thompson apparently didn't make as much of an effort to help Golden State replenish its bench after losing Payton, Otto Porter, Nemanja Bjelica, Juan Toscano Anderson, and Damian Lee this summer. Warriors general manager Bob Myers gave some insight into Golden State's veteran star recruiting strategies Thursday, giving credit to Curry and Green for signing Dante DiVincenzo and JaMychal Green. "Our guys are they should be GMs. They're more important than I am," Myers said. When Curry calls a player, it's very important for him to call a free agent and say, "Want to come play with us?" And he did that. Draymond, I can't stop him from doing that. He just does it on his own. Klay, I have no idea if he knows who we signed. He doesn't know who's on our team, and he's down there right now. So I'm lucky to have guys that free agents want to play with. That all tracks, right? Both DiVincenzo and JaMychal Green spoke independently of being courted by Curry in free agency. Damon Green, meanwhile, made one of the most significant recruiting efforts in NBA history shortly after the Warriors lost to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals, calling Kevin Durant from the Oracle Arena parking lot. And Thompson, he spent his first healthy offseason in 3 years enjoying the fruits of a rehab-free summer, traveling and honing his skills at various gyms around the world. Even before Thompson was struck down by the injury virus in 2019, he wasn't particularly involved in the Warriors' efforts to recruit free agents. There are myriad reasons why players around the league want to play for Golden State. Just ask DiVincenzo and JaMychal Green. But the unique personalities of Curry, Green, and Thompson, and the collective culture they foster are among the most important, not to mention why the Warriors dynasty continues 7 years after its inception. Then Stephen Kerr dropped the truth about Klay Thompson that will excite Dubs fans. Most players don't get better in their early 30s, but if there's a silver lining, it's that Klay Thompson will be even better in 2022 to 2023 after the numerous injuries that cost him 2.5 seasons of his prime and his long-awaited return to the Golden State Warriors. Warriors coach Steve Kerr told reporters Thursday that he's confident the veteran sharpshooter will have an outstanding season as Golden State looks to defend its title. And why? The Warriors' medical staff has consistently stressed that players who return from Thompson's injuries, a torn left ACL and a torn right Achilles tendon, usually find their old form in the second season back from the break. Our training staff repeatedly has told him and told us over the last year he'll be better this year than he was the second half of last year, just because of the nature of the injury, Kerr said. I expect him to have a big year and be more consistent. I thought he showed that he was still himself last year, but it was more sporadic. I think it'll be more consistent this year. I think we're all sort of expecting that. Thompson's father, Michael, a two-time NBA champion with the Showtime Los Angeles Lakers, used that same justification earlier this summer to express confidence in his son coming back even better in 2022-2023. So yeah, Clay's going to be even better next year because he will have an off-season to train and he's further away from his injury, so he's going to be just fine, Michael Thompson told 95.7 The Game in July. Thompson posted solid per-game numbers last season when he returned to the floor January 9th, but his efficiency and defensive effectiveness understandably fell short of his pre-injury performances. In the playoffs, however, he was at least a little more selective about his throws, hitting 41% of his threes from the floor, according to NBA.com/stats, and finished the season with a slightly improved 55% shooting percentage. Thompson's individual defense against players like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum also proved surprisingly strong in the second half of the NBA Finals. Will Thompson ever return to his best form that made him an annual All-NBA candidate before his woes? Probably not. But being a solid defender who can play multiple positions and trouble defenses with his throwing ability is very valuable either way and seems like an easily attainable goal for a healthy Thompson in the 2022 to 2023 season. Warriors' Steve Kerr, James Wiseman has a lot of confidence in his injured knee ahead of season. Head coach Steve Kerr told the media today that the Warriors are expected to enter training camp with a fully healthy squad, with the first practice set for Saturday, according to Anthony Slater of The Athletic. Rookies Ryan Rollins and Patrick Baldwin Jr., who battled injuries over the summer, will have no limitations. As Slater notes, it'll be the first full training camp for third-year center James Wiseman since his rookie camp was interrupted by the pandemic, followed by last year's injury-plagued season, in which he missed the entire 2021-2022 season after multiple knee surgeries and setbacks. Kerr said Wiseman has gained confidence in his knee and is now healthy. He's healthy. He has played a lot of pickup games in our building in the last month. I think he's a lot of confidence in his knee right now. That's the first step. The next step is finding his role on the team, Kerr said. But with that, we told you all we could about the Golden State Warriors, at least for now. When you are that big and that popular, there will always be some new news. So to make sure to not miss when those news come out, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, ALKM, The World of Sports. Also, you can tell us your favorite basketball time down in the comment section so we can talk about them too in the future. Until then, have a nice day and goodbye.